Hey guys, Dr. Houston here. Here's a quick one on protein. Got a question today on protein. How much should I do? How frequently should I eat it? What are the sources that you think are best? Very good questions. Look, I can tell you that for me, what works for me, I'm 192 pounds. I'll round it off to 200 to make, for the sake of ease here. I eat about 200 grams of protein a day. That's a gram per pound of body weight. That flies in the face of the FDA. The FDA says the average citizen should eat a gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. So that kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So if you have a person who's 220 pounds, that means they should be eating 100 grams of protein. Now, look, your average, and they're speaking in terms of a person who's relatively sedentary. We're talking here athletes, bodybuilders, people who are trying to push their body into high performance. You're creating a deficit where you need more protein, so it's appropriate. But in the case of what the FDA is saying, well, that's all good and fine. 100 grams of protein is not necessarily easy to get. That's roughly equivalent to 4 grilled skinless chicken breasts, medium size. It's about 100 grams of protein right there. Your average person will think, well, they think that's a tremendous amount of food. If you're splitting your meals up, let's say they're doing 3 meals, how are they going to do that? Well, they may have the grilled chicken breast for dinner, and that's and in their head, that's enough. But maybe for breakfast they'll have eggs, and their third meal might be spaghetti or something. So are they getting the protein? No, and that's kind of lowballing it too. So and then we look at sources. Listen, chicken, fish, tuna, turkey, lean red meats, eggs, legumes, right there. Listen, nothing beats Whole Foods, and there's your list of the best Whole Foods. I'm not beating on my Indian friends here. They do soy. Seems to work for them. For our purposes here, and for things that I've written about, just not the best choice. Okay, it's not going to kill you. But it's not the highest octane fuel for your high performance car, which is your body. Now there was a bodybuilder back in the 70s named Serge Nubret. He was one of the best ever, and he was from France. And he'd come over to America, and there was a lot of psychological warfare back then. Guys would try to psych each other out, and he would go to Gold's out in Venice and tell the guys, my friends Roger Callard and Bob Jodkowitz and Ken Waller, he would tell them I'm eating 8 pounds of horse meat per day. 8 pounds, 10 pounds, 12 pounds, some incredible number. Let's break that down for a second. He said he'd eat 2 pounds of horse meat in a meal, 2 pounds. I figured that out. It's about 180 grams of protein. I don't know if that's going to do damage, but I will tell you this: there's no way you're going to absorb that. It's going to bind you up. It's going to create some severe indigestion issues, and that's problematic because you can be eating the best food, but if you're not absorbing it, and if it's just sitting there and you're not evacuating it, listen, it's almost like you're going through the motions and not doing anything. And there's people who do things like that, and in their mind they're eating tight. But maybe there's too much food, maybe it's not the best source, and it's kind of like a heartless pantomime. You're not getting out of it what you want. I will tell you that I do take digestive enzymes. There's a bunch of different types to help digest the food. I was working with John Romano for a while, a bit back, and he was doing really well. He's really fantastic with nutrition, and I was gaining size. I was on a size gaining program, and I called him. I says, I'm getting really bound up. I'm getting constipated. He says, well, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm doing 6 ground chicken meals a day. And he says, no, you got to mix it up. And he was right, because again, everyone's different. You got to find what works for you. My body works better when I maybe have 2 chicken meals. If I'm doing 5 meals, maybe an egg meal, or maybe a turkey meal, maybe a protein drink, a whey protein drink. I'm not big on protein supplements. Nothing beats Whole Foods. But again, realistically speaking, if you're not preparing your foods beforehand and you got to hit it quick, you throw down a Labrada RTD or make your own whey protein drink. That's fine. I'll get you by. It's not going to get you shredded. It just won't. Nothing beats Whole Foods for that. And again, finally, how much? I've got a friend. He's a top trainer in the area. Really good bodybuilder, national level guy, and he came in 4th in I think Junior Nationals several years ago, and he gained a lot of size. He got up to 240 pounds, looked really good, really pushed the size game, and he was eating 12 meals a day. In fact, when you do that 12 meals, you're getting up every 2 hours throughout your sleep pattern. So it's a never-ending, it's a voluminous amount of food. You're never hungry. You're always stuffing yourself, and that's, I guess, somewhat necessary. But he told me to this day, because of that, he has issues with his digestion, and hopefully it'll, even out, and he'll be fine over time. And finally, someone was asking, too much protein damages the kidneys. It's not really true. For what we're talking about here, if you're staying, I'm doing 200 grams of protein a day. 20% of the blood pumped from the heart goes through the kidneys. If your kidneys are relatively healthy and you don't have any associated organal dyscrasias in that area of the body or anywhere, your body's just going to filter the proteins, and you're going to be fine. If you do have a kidney problem to start off with, of course it can cause problems, and that's why you see your doctor and you don't do anything stupid or crazy, because you don't want to compromise your health. So again, do what works for you, and you got to have a clear goal. And I never want to hear from you the goal is I want to lose weight, because cancer will help you lose weight. Of course you want to lose. You want your weight to end up where it should be. You want to look good, feel good, have good energy, and be a high performer. And that's all I have to say about that. Dr. Mike Dusa, MTFU. Leave your thoughts, questions, considerations down below. They are my oxygen. Please help me breathe, and you have a great day.